Okay, everyone, welcome back. I'm a little late on uploading this, but I finally got the time to upload. So yeah, today in this video, we're going to be making this ramen using geometry nodes. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, let's begin by opening a new file. So right here, and let's first delete the default cube, Shift A, and add a Bezier curve. So right here, we're gonna utilize this curve and make it the noodles. So first let's go to geometry nodes and slide this and close it. Okay, so new, and we are gonna get a new setup. So input output, and first let's turn this Bezier curve into a mesh, because first we want to add like a skin to it. We want it to have a little bit of a thickness. So yeah, so first we need to add a curve to mesh right here. So now after this, you see this is kind of like a process. The group input comes in like this and goes out, so right here. Okay, so now since it's already a mesh, what we want to do next is do like a skin modifier thing. But now Blender doesn't have a skin modifier inside of geometry node, so we need to use something else. We're gonna use a curve circle right here. So this is actually just a curve that is a circle. So if you like put it in here instead, you can see that it's a curve. So now let's move this out first. Okay, so now what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna plug this into this profile curve. Okay, so now as I understand, they're taking this curve and they're putting it in here so that the circle can go along the curve. Now I might be wrong, I might understand it wrong, so if I do, then please let me know in the comments. So let's adjust the radius, 0.02. Okay, this looks pretty good. So now you can fill the caps, and there we go. We got a noodle. So now you can go into like edit mode and use this draw tool and draw some noodles. But now I'm pretty sure some people will confuse it with this annotate, and it's gonna come out as blue. You need to use this one. It's gonna be called draw. There's gonna be some little lines at the blue thing. This is annotate, this is draw. Select the draw one. Okay. So now let's go into layout. And now we're gonna make the bowl. So let's Shift A, add a cylinder. Now we're not gonna make a bowl with the geometry nodes. So yeah, okay. So let's slash into the cylinder. Okay. And scale it down, and let's make it a bowl. So scale it down, loop cut, adjust this to be smaller, loop cut right here, let's turn on proportional edit and move it down a little bit. Okay, maybe a loop cut right here, turn off proportional edit. Okay, this looks much better. So now let's inset the top. Now what you can do is delete the top face and use a skin modifier, but sometimes that has problems, so we're gonna do it like this for today. Okay, so let's extrude it down, extrude it again, scale it up, extrude it down again, scale it downwards, and there we go. So now let's add a subdivision surface and loop cut right here, and maybe a loop cut the top like this, and shade smooth, looking much better. Now what you can do is let's select this face and inset so that it doesn't have those weird lines, as well as the bottom. Okay, much better. So now you can slash out. Let's move this up now. Okay, let's also move this up. So now let's go into edit mode, delete the vertices. Let's let's move. Gee, it's not working. Okay, so now let's start drawing. Okay, so you can go to side view, maybe turn on X-ray, and you can start drawing some curves. Okay, let's move it down a little bit. Okay. So yeah, go ahead. You can scribble. Okay, so scribble. There we go. It doesn't always need to be side view. You can do it like randomly. If it doesn't go to the place that you want it, if it goes too down, you can just press G and move it up, and you can just do it. Follow your heart. Okay. We're just gonna try to fill the empty spots. Okay, so right there, I didn't look, and it's down there. So what you can do is click on it, and then press Ctrl plus. And there we go. You can move it as well in this as this. So Ctrl plus. And there you go. Just hold Ctrl plus and it will select the other ones. There we go. Now I'm gonna do this and tab into edit mode, maybe A, duplicate, rotate it on the X 180 degrees, scale it. Okay. So we have a bowl of stuffed in noodles. Okay, you can scale it a little bit, do whatever you want with it. Okay. So now, next thing, we're gonna make the water. So let's add the mash circle. Sorry, not water, soup. Okay. So now, as you can see, when you add a circle, it's a circle, yes, but there is no face. So what you need to do is go to edit mode, and make sure everything's selected and press F. Okay. So now you can scale it down, move it like this. And beautiful, there we go. You can also move these down if you want. If you think it's too ugly. Okay. So now we're gonna add the green onions. So Shift A, add a cinder, scale it. Select the top, select the bottom, delete the faces. There we go. Shade smooth. And this is gonna be our green onions. So I'm not really going for that realistic kind of look, so yeah, okay. So now what you can do is go into geometry nodes. So now first thing, we don't really want this soup to be a singular part. So we're gonna bring it into geometry nodes. So you can go right here, the circle right here. So wait, let's select our noodle and drag the circle into the scene like this. So now it's a part of this geometry node. So now let's add a join geometry. So Shift A, join geometry right here. And take the geometry, plug it in like this. And then you can now delete this one. and nothing bad will happen. The soup will be there, but it might be a little bit down, so you need to add a transform node. You can also use set position, but I think I'm gonna use transform because it has more control. So let's move it up a little bit. Okay, much better. So now let's add the green onions. Now another reason that we bring the soup into this geometry node is because we want the green onions to be both on the noodles and the soup. So that's also another reason. So now you can just take this, let's rename it green onions. Okay, and drag the green onions into the scene like this, and Shift A, distribute points on faces. Now it's going to be a bunch of points on your soup. It's going to turn to a point. So now you can just change it right here. Wait, not change it, sorry. So now we can add another join geometry. Join geometry right here. Put it right here. Plug it in like this, and we'll have both the noodles and the soup and the points. So next, let's add instances on points. Not 2 points, on points. So now you can drag the cylinder in if you haven't, the green onions, and you can just plug this in like this, and there we go. A lot of cylinders. Now it's big because we scaled it down, but we didn't apply the scale. So Control A, apply scale. There we go. I think a little bit smaller would be better. Apply scale. Apply scale. Okay, much better. So now you can add a random value right here, random value, and change from type float to vector because we want it to be random on all the rotation. So let's put it here, and then we're gonna rename the maximum to tau. Now if you didn't know, this one, it means it's a radian, so you need, because so if you type in tau, it's gonna be the double of pi, since the pi is 180 degrees and we want it to be random 360 degrees. Okay, so now we got our noodles and the green onions on top. So now let's add some colors. So let's change the color of the bowl to black, like this. Lower the roughness a little bit maybe. This should be good. So now let's go right here, and we're just gonna delete this this green onion since we're not gonna use it anymore. So now let's press new, and we're gonna set this color to yellow, new, this, and we're gonna set this to a brownish soup color. Go down to the transmission and increase it to 1. Okay, so now the last thing is the green onion. So add new, and we can make it green. Okay, so now let's go to geometry nodes and start adding the colors. So first, let's add a set material right here. So first, let's add for the soup. So this, for the soup thing, the circle, we can put it in front of the transform and select the soup material. So now it's a soup. Okay. Next is the noodle. So Shift A, set material right here, and you can change it to yellow. Okay, the color might not be perfected like you want it to be, but we'll do it soon. So now right here, the last one, Shift A, set material right here, and green. Okay, I think the egg noodle looks kind of too yellow, so I'm gonna change it a little bit. Okay, this looks good. Okay, so now the soup might not be transparent yet, but one thing, let's lower the roughness to like 20 to 0.2.5, since soup isn't that clear. So yeah. So now if you go to render preview and switch from Eevee to cycles, you can see that our soup is in place. Our noodles and our green onions, we can see that it's kind of transparent. So yeah, okay. Next, let's add the eggs. So Shift A. After this, we won't really be messing anything with the geometry nodes anymore, so let's add a UV sphere, scale it on any axis that is not the Z, and turn on X-ray mode like this. Select half of them, delete the faces, turn off X-ray mode, select the top face, and F. So there you go, you got an egg shape. Now one thing, let's move this inwards. GX. Okay, much better. So now let's inset and move it, turn off this. Wait on the X a little bit, on the axis that is long. Okay, so now let's go here, shade smooth, and then press plus, assign, oh wait, sorry, not assign, and add a new one, and this one is going to be yellow, and then assign. Okay, now you can scale it down on the Y. We're gonna rotate it a little bit, and then you can put it in here. We can put it in the soup now. Okay, so duplicate it like this, so we have 2 eggs. Okay, next let's add a seaweed. So add a plane, rotate it on the Y 90 degrees, scale it on the Y, loop, go into edit mode, loop cut like this, select the edge, one edge, and skip one and select the other one, and Control Shift numpad plus. Okay, then you can displace it, move it, kind of make it a ziggity zaggity thing, and then you can add a subdivision surface, loop cut like this. Okay, and scale it down a little bit and give it a black color. Not exactly black, because it doesn't really look that great in exactly blacks. A little bit gray, but not that gray, about this much. Okay, let's shade smooth, move it to the back behind the eggs. Okay, let's rotate it on the Z, Shift Z, move it down. Let's move our eggs so that it's not on top of each other. Okay, Shift D, add another one. Okay, let's rotate it so that it's in place. Okay, this is great. Maybe make the eggs bigger if you want. Okay, now we're going to make the Naruto, not the anime, the thing on top of the ramen. Okay, so add a cylinder, scale it on the Z. So Naruto is this thing in your ramen. So first let's select this, skip one, and then select the other one. So Control Shift numpad plus till it's like this, and scale it Shift C. So Naruto is this spirally cylinder thingy on your ramen. I'm not sure if you guys ever seen it before, but yeah, it's that. Okay. So now we're gonna use the knife tool and cut it like this. And we're gonna make a spiral, but slowly do it. About this first, and then keep doing it. You don't want to do it all at once since it doesn't get all of them. So about this much. Let's keep going. And the last one, a little bit in there, enter. As you can see, when you go in, it doesn't take all of them for some reason. So we need to slowly do it. Okay, this looks good. So now you can control B, bevel, and there we go. So now let's add the colors. So new, assign, and make this one a little bit pink. And there we go, Naruto. You can also add a subdivision surface, but I see no need to. So let's move it down here about this much. Okay. Okay, this looks good. So now let's add the pork. So we're gonna do the same way as we did as with the Naruto. So you can just move it up, scale it on the Z. So select the edge and just select it in a loop and then scale it Shift C. Maybe scale it on the Z a little bit. And then subdivision surface. And like this. Inset. And there we go. Now we're just gonna keep insetting like this. Okay, and then turn on proportional edit, and we can kind of move it around like this. And then move it up like that. Okay, made it a little bit down. Okay, so now you can select it in a loop like this. Keep going, and then bevel, Control B. Okay, then you can add a new color. This one's gonna be a little bit brown. A new one, assign, new. This one's gonna be a little bit darker, and also the edge. Don't forget the edge. Okay, assign. There we go. So now you can bring it down, rotate it a little bit. GZ, rotate it. Now it's kind of unavoidable, the noodles. So yeah, let's have 2 be visible on the bowl. Maybe I'm gonna rotate this one a little bit. Okay, and let's duplicate another one and put it in the water. Okay, I mean in the soup. Sorry. Okay, so now you can go to cycles, press 0. Let's tab out of edit mode first. Okay. Select your camera, move it up, GZZ, make it zoom in. And there we go, you got a ramen. XX, okay. And there we go, you got a ramen. Let's add a plane for some final touches. And there we go. So that should be it for this video. I thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know this video has been a little bit late on the schedule. So yeah, so if you liked it, please give it a like and maybe subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.